I'm live, man. ETM Hotel Rennie Sean, welcome in peace. My name is Sean. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to a brief presentation today. Give me a second. I am editing the description so people will know where to find Spears of the Mossi, the book, as well as the website. I'm trying to do all this with like one hand too. So, well, it's bloody finger. It just started bleeding, so more. It was sprinkling a little bit, but it is what it is. We're here. I'm not on Facebook, so like the show, share the show, tell a friend, tell a friend. Let's get this thing cracking. Just give me a minute. I know the stream is behind a little bit, but I changed my name on here. Yeah. And let me see if I can share the link. Who in the chat? You can't hear me, Kofi? What you mean you can't hear me? Oh, okay, you said you can't hear me, my bad. Okay, well, like the show, share the show, help me out, because you know I don't have no access to share the show. Kofi. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. Man, I hope y'all got to check out that the show earlier with Dr. Ma'at. You know, Dr. Ma'at YouTube channel was pretty interesting, huh? I think she edited the video or something like that. She was taking it down for a minute to fix it, to edit it, and then she's gonna repost it. Or if she already has not reposted it, then when she re-uploads it or edits it, then it's going to come out right how she wanted to. It was a good build. It wasn't long. It's like 35, 40 minutes, something like that. We got it a little bit. If COVID had been there, we'd probably still be on right now. But okay. All right, I see I'm in my art raw, trying to show some love. Appreciate that, dog pound. We are live, yo. All right, so hopefully everybody having a good evening. Trying to get through this thing, man, and see what I could do to help people out. You know, I know y'all bored. It's Sunday evening. You done had a long weekend and got to work tomorrow. Some of y'all are already at work. So I'm taking it upon myself to kind of lead y'all into y'all evening. You know what I'm saying? Finger messed up, phone messed up. Yo. Sutek, if you in the chat right now, brother, I got 7,500 words on one. Yeah, man. Y'all help me share the show, man. I mean, I have no means of being able to share successfully, you know. So like the show, share the show, tell a friend, tell a friend. We'll watch it on my way to work tomorrow. However you do, however you want to do it. All right, so let's get to it. Don't waste too many people time. Let's see if I can get to this. House with a jacket on, yo. Oops, hold up, y'all. There we go. When shooting, they can hit the pupil of an eye. They are the worst kind of Sudan. Y'all can't hit it. Y'all ain't supposed to hit it. All right, there we go. So this is the account of Abū al-Gharnātī by yours truly. I really want to turn my camera off. There we go. All right, let's rock out. Abu Ahmed, let me start it over. Abu Hamid Muhammad B. Ba el Raham el Andalusi el Gharnātī was born at Granada in 473, which is 1080 AD or 1081 AD, and died at Damascus in 565 or 1169 or 1170 AD. He spent most of his life in the East, where he traveled widely. Now, notice it's two L's on there because that's the way they wrote it. Consequently, his account of the Muslim East is greater value than that of the West. I'm going to say that again. His account of Muslim East is greater than that of the West. All right, remember that. Now, here's some interesting ethnographic data on the Sudan, but he ornaments it with legendary fables taken from the lore of the ancient Tuba kings of Yemen and the romance of Alexander the Great. The inhabited earth has an extent of 100 years traveling, of which 14 belong to the various people of the Sudan. Their country lies next to the upper west el-Maghrib el-Allah, which adjoins Tanja, stretching along the Sea of Darkness, Bahar el-Azamat. It is said that the kings of the 5 tribes had adopted Islam. The nearest of them is in Ghana, where gold of extraordinary purity, el-Dahab, el-Tib, el-Gaya, grows in the sand and is abundant. Merchants carried to them on camel blocks and rock salt. They set out from a town called Sijilamassak at the farthest end of the upper west. They traveled over sands like seas, led by the guides who directed themselves over the waste according to the stars of the mountains. They carried supplies of 6 months with them. When they arrive in Ghana, they sell the salt at 1 weight for 1 weight of gold, or sometimes they sell it at 1 weight for 2 weights or more, according to whether traders are many or few. The people of Ghana, all of the Sudan, have the best way of living, are the best looking, have the least crinkled hair. They possess intelligence and understanding, and they go on the pilgrimage to Mecca. As far as the Farah, the Kukar, and the Mali, and the Tuku, and the Kadamis, they are brave people, but they are no blessing in their lands, nor anything good, nor do they possess religion or intelligence. The worst of them are the Kuku, who have short necks, flattened noses, and red eyes. Their hair is like peppercorns, and their smell is abominable, resembling burnt horn. Think about this account. He said their hair is like peppercorn. They're burnt. He said these people are literally burnt, right? They have nothing good going for them. He is very honest in his approach to try to belittle the people. He said the worst of them are the cuckoo, who have short necks, flat noses, and red eyes. Their hair is like peppercorns and they smell like abominable, resembling burnt horn. That's a You know, it's a little disrespectful statement from an Arab. Now, they shoot arrows poisoned with the blood of yellow snakes. Within 1 hour, the flesh begins to fall off the bones of any struck with such an arrow, be it an elephant or any other animal. For these people, vipers and other kinds of snakes are like fish, which they eat, paying no attention to the venom of the vipers and the serpents, with the exception of the yellow snake, which is found in their country. This they fear and take its blood for the arrow. Their bows, which I have seen in the Maghrib, are short and so are the arrows. I saw that their bows have strings made from the fibers of a tree that grows in their country. When shooting, they can hit the pupil of an eye. They are the worst kind of Sudan. The other Sudan are useful as slaves and laborers, but not the cuckoo, who have no good qualities except war. They possess small wooden tablets with the holes partly drilled through them, and on which they whistle and produce strange tones, thus causing all sorts of snake, vipers, and serpents to come out. Then they take these reptiles and eat them. Some of them tie these snakes round their middles as one ties a cummerbund, and others use a long serpent in the gist of a turban and enter market while nobody pays attention to them. They then take off their clothes and throw upon people various serpents and vipers. People give them something to go away, for otherwise they would throw some of these snakes into their shops. Various kinds of goat skin dyed in a marvelous manner are exported from the land of the Sudan, each skin being tough, thick, and plant, and are in a pleasing color from the violet to black. One skin may weigh 20 men. They are used to make boots for kings. They do not let the water through, nor do they damage easily or perish despite their pliability and softness and their pleasant smell. One such skin is sold for 10 dinars. The thread with which the shoe is sewn perishes, but the leather does not, nor does it crack. It may be washed in a bath of hot water and again becomes as new. The owner may have inherited it from his grandfather through his father. It is one of the marvels of the world. In the country of these people lives an animal called a lamp, resembling a big bull. It has horns like spears stretching along its back and growing as long as its body. If it strikes an animal with them, the latter is killed instantly. It has a broad neck, and from its hide shields called al-Gharnātī are made, called after the animal. The shields are 3 cubits long, light and pliable, and cannot be pierced by an arrow, nor does a sword make an impression on them. They are white like paper, and they are one of the best kinds of shield, being flat like a flat cake or of bread, and cover the knight and his horse. In the land of the Sudan exist people without heads. They are mentioned by al-Sha'bi in his book of Sayr al-Muluk. It is also said that in the deserts of the Maghrib, there are people of the progeny of Adam, consisting solely of women. There are no men among them, nor does any of the male sex live in the land. These women enter a certain water by which they become pregnant. Each woman gives birth to a girl, never to a boy. Tubadu el-Banir arrived in the country when he was trying to reach the darkness el-Zaluma, which el-Quran had entered. God knows best. And it is also said that his son, Efrikasum B. Tubadu el-Manar, was the one who founded the town of Afrikia and called it after himself. And that his father Tuba reached Wadi el-Sabat, the river of Saturday, which is the river of the Maghrib, where sands flow like the flood water, and no living being may enter without perishing. When he reached there, he hastened back. As for Daud ul-Quran, on his arrival there, he stayed until the day of Saturday, when the flood of the sand stopped, and then he crossed it and marched until he reached the darkness. This is what it said, but God knows best. These headless people have eyes in their shoulders and mouths in their chests. They form many nations and are numerous like beasts. They reproduce and do not harm anyone, and they have no intelligence. God knows best. Here's the source for the presentation. Please be sure to head over to KofiPieSideTV.com. The link is in the description. Register for the website. Enjoy the brief classes or lessons, the videos, the contents, the quizzes. You also can shop, purchase the book. You know what I'm saying? Support us. We supported you. I can go right now and grab all my books from everybody that I've actually came into contact with and supported over the years. Clothes, shoes, all kinds of things of that nature. So support us because we support you. We stand behind you and we wait for your work to come out so we can immediately capture your work and even reference and source your work. So support us, Kofi Pie Research Team, the Mossi Warrior Clan. Look for volume 2 of Killmonger's Corner coming soon, which I'll also have some work inside of there. And the volume 2 of Spills of the Mossi is being worked on as we speak. So we're busy writing, researching, collecting data, all of these things. We're doing that. And, I appreciate everybody for tuning in to this brief presentation. It wasn't going to be long-winded. I probably spent more time trying to learn, try to share through this stupid device that I have that I cannot use and that I do not want to use anymore. But again, man, also tune in to, go over there and catch Dr. Ma's bill from earlier today. You'll learn some insightful information. Um, Look for more information coming from the Kofi Pie research team and the Mossi Warrior Clan. And I have a good evening and Shalom Hotel.